DJElf7. Okay, I'm going to cover this one. I don't see enough criticisms against Ron Placone and Status Coup, so these are two different things. And unless he's working with them now, is he working with them now? It did sound like this is a short video, but it did sound like he's working with. I think her name is Tina Bergstrom, who I think that's her name, right? Who I believe was supposed to do a show with my old project partner Don Ford, and apparently for real progressives, right? When Don was working with Carrie Barber, who is also a horrible. She's also bad. I have a lot of stories about Carrie, but apparently Levi is. Do we pronounce him Levi or Levy? Levy Sanders. Um, Bernie's son from a previous relationship before he married Jane, I think, is the situation there. He apparently made a phone call, and according to Don, this is what happened. He apparently made a phone call and told Tina that she could not work with Don because Don's such a clown. But I just love that story. I love that story. All right, let's see what you got as what you have here. What do you got?
Companies, to all companies, they gutted all that. So, yeah. Maple O, what's up? Right, Ron. Correct emission stopping policy means MOCs not being able to pay their mansion and yacht mortgages. Addicts. I'm with you. Absolutely, Maple. Yeah. I mean, that's again, that's why we need kind of a top-bottom solution. You have to basically say, yes, it's over. That's what has to happen. Will it? I don't know. I certainly hope so. But that's what we need.
By the way, Ron Placone is like apparently pretty super tight with Craig Pasta Jardula from the Convo Couch. And I guess, well, according to Pasta, like when I knew Pasta, he told me that he used to do a show with Ron. And I guess that was maybe before Ron became part of the Jimmy Dore show. Right? But both of these groups that you're talking about right now have a connection to Cenk Uygur, right? So Jordan Chariton used to be a correspondent for TYT. Jimmy Dore used to be a correspondent for TYT. These people are all connected.
So thank you very much, Nikki O'Brien. Thank you for the Super Chat contribution. Thank you, Fly Chomper Fly. Thank you, Tony Dallas. Thank you, Chris Garrett. Thank you, Tony DeMayo. Thank you, Dasbush Flies. Thank you all for your Super Chat contributions. You help keep the show on the air. Now, on Thursday on the show, it's going to be fun. So tomorrow is Kim. Check out Kim. She's awesome. She'll be on the show tomorrow. On Thursday, Tina and myself will be back. And we're going to be covering a story concerning Libs of TikTok, the TikTok account Libs of TikTok on Tucker.
I'm not sure if I got Tina's name right. I might have been mixing her name with Katrina Bergstrom. But Tina, I think she might have like a similar name, right? Like, I don't know if he like says her whole name. But I'm fairly certain he's referring to the same person I'm thinking of.
Carlson. And we're going to be covering some other stories as well. And another thing we're going to be doing, we are going to be having a debate. Don't forget, we're going to be debating third parties versus working within the Democratic Party. What is the better strategy to obtain some political power? Other webs will be connecting there. So tune in for that. It's going to be a fun time.
Right.
That's happening on Thursday on the show. If you are able to.
Are you going to invite Carlos Marroquin to tell you all of the misinformation around the ADEMs? These people are all up in LA, by the way. Like, I've totally met Ron Placone. He spent a long time talking to me at Bernie's coffee shop and trying to convince me that I should not listen to U2. Weird ass conversation. And then he had his handler send me pictures from the evening.
First of all, smash the like button if you haven't already. Smash it. Don't forget, smash the frickin' like button. Smash it. Don't just press it. Smash it. Make sure it knows that you like.
We also, because we had been working with having the Convo Couch come down and like host a lot of our events, they, because of their relationship with Ron Placone, they got an interview for the candidate that I was doing all the volunteering for. He was an independent progressive running in District 48 for Congress, Kevin Kensinger. And he got an interview with Ron Placone out of that situation. These people all fucking know each other. They all know each other. And they all have connections into the Field the Burn Down clubs and the Bernie's coffee shop, and they're all like, it's just this toxic network of people who are trying to misinform the public and who are lying about their own status and who are also working with the Karen Brunel network and trying to create disruptor events, because really all they want is live stream moments and fundraising opportunities and money. It's all about money. Like, they're talking about getting money out of politics. They're not getting money out of politics. They are looking for every fucking grift scam they can find.
That you like. And keep in mind that when you join Status Coup, you are supporting on-the-ground journalism.
So he's with Jordan now? He's with Status Coup now? He's with Jordan Sheridan, right? That's what we're saying here. So I guess he left Jimmy Dore to go over to Jordan. Jordan Sheridan famously was accused by several of the people that were working for him with what was called, it was like a play on Rage Against the Machine, but it was he had like some side project, and he was using it as a way to tell these people that wanted to get into journalism that they would be considered for TYT, like that he had like some sort of pipeline. And he spent a lot of time having orgies and stuff with them. And his argument was that it was all consensual. And their argument was, hey, you actually like were above me in an organization. You promised me that I would have advancement. You said that ultimately we would get paid. That dude fucked up so hard. And he basically got fired by TYT and then leaked Cenk Uyghur's blogs from like years ago, where he was incredibly horrible and misogynistic and an Armenian genocide denier and just a sexist piece of shit. So he leaked a bunch of stuff, and he sued them using the services of Bill, what's your last name? I can't even remember. You're still in my contact list. He used the services of Bill, who had I think he had either just earned his law license, or he was like in the last few months of earning his law license. And he got them to settle for like that's really difficult to do. So I applaud you, Jordan. That's very difficult to actually win like a defamation type settlement. It wasn't a victory in court, so it's not like they admitted to doing any wrongdoing. They basically paid to make it go away, right? Because that's what settlements are. It's like, I'm not going to admit that I did anything wrong, but I don't want to have to fight you in court, because this is going to tie up all my time and my resources, and I'm going to have to pay attorneys for this, and you're probably bled from a turnip and can't actually pay me back for my attorney's fees. That's generally why companies will settle. But yeah, Jordan had a lot of claims, and that is not defamation, dude. You had a lot of claims against you. That is a fucking fact. You had a lot, and that's all I'm saying, is that there were several claims out there against this dude, not only for sexual harassment and potentially like a rape scenario, but also workplace violations. You know, giving people the false impression that they would have advancement and ultimately get pay. That was also workplace violations. So those were the claims against him. Whether or not those folks were telling the truth, I don't know, because I don't know them. I wasn't there. I wasn't a witness. I have no idea what really happened, but there was a whole hell of a lot of people that came out against him. So Ron's working with that joker again. And, you know, it's not like I just heard it from the people that were on Twitter sharing their stories and talking. Like, one of them did an interview with Tim Black. There was like several interviews out there, right? It's not like I'm just talking about what I saw on Twitter. I'm talking about people that I talked to over the phone too, who had various interactions with Jordan Sheraton and talked about how shifty and shady he was. But, like I said, this is hearsay because I was not there. I did not witness it and I did not see what he did. But there are certainly a lot of people that have a lot of negative things to say about the way he conducted himself. Oh, sorry.
So if you are able, please go to statuscoup.com/join to become a member. Starts at $5 a month, and you get members only phone calls or Zoom calls rather. It's an important thing. You support independent journalism. You send Status Lou on the beat. You send Jordan on the beat. You send Tina on the beat. Journalism is a public good. It costs resources. So if you are able, statuscoup.com/join. RonPlacone.com for all of my tour dates, and I can't wait to see you on the road. And I will see you all again.
Yeah, see, he and Jimmy Dore just want to be stand-up comedians, and they're not very good at it. So this is like their day job of, okay, well, I'll just pass out misinformation to everybody instead, so that I can get paid by somebody, right? You didn't mention Jennifer. What's her last name again? I can't remember. She was running in that same district with Debbie Wasserman Schultz, and Tim Canova came after her because she called me up. She called me up to talk about how Tim Canova was spreading smear campaigns about her while she was running, because she was running under the Democratic Party. And he came after her. As I think he did the same bullshit that he and Nico and everybody else has done to us, which is called her like a DNC plant or something. But I think she works for. I think she was doing a show with Status Coup as well, and I haven't talked to her since the last time she ran, which I think would have been somewhere around like 2019, 2020. I think it was like 2019. I had a phone call with her. I can't remember her last name. It's escaping me.
On Thursday, this is Status Coup signing out.
Okay. All right, Ron. Censoring critics. Well, yeah, I mean, I don't know how this particular video displays that. Maybe I missed something about it, but yeah, I have a lot of knowledge of the people that you're talking about, and they certainly there's a lot of people in progressive politics that invent their own reality. Okay, what do you got here? What are you doing? Because you didn't stop your video. I don't know what that was about. Okay, well, all right. I covered it.